Alright, well I'm going to be updating my Mac here, and I'm going to go to storage, and what is this? Really? I have no memory? Jesus, okay, well I'll start deleting some things. I'm going to go to manager here, start deleting some things. Okay, I deleted a couple things, and great, it's time to upload here. Okay. Going back here, it still requires me to have more memory. I already emptied 32 gigs, and I have no gigs at all, and it's still going to ask me more. Okay, I'm going to actually kind of look for some more things to kind of delete here. Okay, I think I'm actually pretty settled here. I think I should be okay. And again, I'm going to go back to my settings here, and let's see here. It still requires more goddamn memory. Max, I can't handle this anymore. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the Stefan Talk Show. So today, what you just saw there was your typical response, probably from a Mac user who, finds out that they need to kind of download the newest iOS software, which, as we all know, can be up to 60 gigabytes when you kind of look at downloading it, just only the software, and then actually implementing it and things like that. Or just in general things, if you're making videos, if you're having lots of documents or photos for me. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to kind of see how can we get around this exploitation of poor memory on a Mac. So, let's get started. So, let's kind of get into the equipment. First of all, again, I like to say, I apologize about the lighting settings here. Again, I moved, and although my office is running, functionally, I just don't have the lighting yet, and I'm kind of sorting that out still. But aside from that, again, we're just going to kind of get started here and looking at the equipment. So first of all, I like to say, when it comes to Macs, in the past we had our more traditional forms. We had SSDs, and then we eventually had these, right? So this, if you can't see here, is just a WD element kind of beefed version of a flash drive. But again, I always found that these to be very unreliable. And this is, again, over the years, sometimes they even stopped working all completely. So again, I was never happy with that. And then later on, did I buy this? So again, this is, again, WH. Again, good brand. But again, this is just kind of more for like external memory. Now this is a book. Like this is thick as like a textbook. Look at this, man. That is a big, thick ass textbook. So I mean, if you really kind of think about that, this is heavy. Although this, I got it for a good deal. This has 8 gigabytes or 8 trilobytes. So again, for the price I got this is good for kind of like your general backups, and that's why I use this for. But again, I would say maybe the transfer speed's not the best, I would say. So there are better options. I think when it came to kind of upgrading PCs and things, I realized that there's lots of potential for Macs to also benefit from, again, different ways that you can upgrade your memory. And one way that I would go about it is we have external hard drives and SSDs. Now hard drives, again, are known to be a good budget way of having great memory, but the speed's not always the best. But then we have, again, M.2, again, SSD type memory, which gives a little stick. Now, this is excellent, but again, the thing is, Macs don't support that. So in this case here, we got a SATA drive. These are cheap, these are affordable, and they have packs and lots of memory. And if you combine this with the Sabra SSD external hub, as you can see here, this is a powerhouse. Very easy setup, plug and chug. You don't need to put in any software. And again, you have a little tiny hub here, very tiny. You can easily conceal it. And then all you have to do is just essentially plug it in. That's it. And essentially you can have triple the amount of memory on your native Mac just with this alone. And I'm going to show you why and how easy this can be. So let's get started. Alright, so we're now here on screen, and we're going to again kind of look at what is the potential of this. Now, again, this is one thing that I always find really egregious with Macs. As I was kind of saying earlier, it's really a scam when you think about it. Macs are, again, excellent systems. They're excellent, they're fast. I love everything about Macs and the elegance that comes with it, but they scam you. look at this. If you can look at native here, native wise, this is 121 gigabytes. That's nothing. Alone for just updating your software, their iOS, takes up 32 gigabytes, and then you need another 32 gigabytes to actually install it on the computer alone. And let alone the system here takes up a whopping 40 gigabytes. It's a scam. It's a complete scam. It's something that I really hope one day Mac really perfect that, and I think then they really have something really going for them. But for me, I'm just really not happy with it, and this is why I'm a PC user. But again, aside from that, it's an excellent computer, and I'm really glad that I really kind of found this hack. Wish I would have found it sooner. Now, right here on the bottom page, or the bottom side here, you can see that this is the works of the external drive here. Now this is the SSD, again, plug and chug, really no fuss or hassle about it. You just plug it in and that's it. And obviously installing this with, again, I believe it's the FAT mode on it, or the FAT SSD kind of configuration. That's all you need to do. And once you kind of format the disk drive, you eventually have it working perfectly fine. Now this alone was just 250 gigabytes, again, nearly double. Now if I was to be, again, a very adamant Mac user, I would have gotten the 500 or even the terabyte one. A 500 gigabyte one alone would cost $5 more than what I got for this SSD, which this cost me around, I would say maybe $40 to $50. So again, this is a really good thing to have if you are, again, using really large data files, if you're making videos, if you're doing lots of photo editing, or just, again, for me, I was using this again to back up all my files and simply update my system. So again, a great thing that I would recommend. And again, just really low cost memory to again solve essentially what I think probably the only big issue of a Mac. But other than that, I hope that you found this helpful. So let's kind of end this video. Alright, well, again, I hope that everyone found that video helpful. Again, if you enjoyed the video or that you learned something new, I would really appreciate you really smash that like, or even consider subscribing. I make lots of videos, again, about PCs, about Macs, and just, again, very general type of troubleshooting, as well as kind of a little bit of gaming, and also some really interesting tech, when I find it. So, with that, again, I hope that I see you in the next one, and yeah, take care, everyone. Peace.